committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you a reminder to fill out our water bottle promotion.
You can feel the anticipation in the air. We are in Las Vegas. Hi everyone, time for more NBA Cup action. The Eastern Conference semifinals are almost underway, and we can't wait. I'm Brian Anderson, at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is, well, the first semifinal in NBA Cup history last year. The Pacers beat the Bucks in the East.
Yeah, and they played in Las Vegas, a neutral site. It was quite the experience, really fun to be around. And Tyrese Halliburton was unreal, putting up 27, 7, and 15 in the win.
Now, New York starting five. They've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Miracle Man in at the power forward position. They set the screen. Here's Cunningham. The Knicks pull it in. Last time they met was in New York.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
The shot's good.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Here's Miracle Man, pounded by Harris, and out of bounds. Detroit will have it. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Over Brunson. Again, the Pistons score.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Miracle Man passes to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Pass to Miracle Man. Kicks it out to Anunoby. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. Another one falls for New York.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. As this season starts to unfold, the rookies who have come out of the gates fast. Some first-year guys proving they belong in the NBA. What an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
It was no small achievement, even early on like this. I think it shows just how well he fits into playing at this level.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Brunson surveys, shoots over Duren, and it's New York scoring again.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get.
Well, it's been generations, B.A., that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Here's Ivy. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Miracle Man passes to Anunoby. Here's Miracle Man, hounded by Harris. Here's Miracle Man, pass to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man. Out to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man, hounded by Harris. Anunoby for three. Duren with the rebound. The Pistons leading. Here's Cunningham. Last game out, 36 points for him. And Harris throws it down.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
And that's what you get with Cunningham running the show.
Knicks trail by 3. Here's Miracle Man. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. How about we check the numbers for Jalen Brunson?
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Thompson outside. The 3 is up. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And Miracle Man gets it to go. Miracle Man's got 10. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys. They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Cunningham outside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, he's an efficient scorer in this one. Harris can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Bridges outside. Driving inside. And Miracle Man gets it to go. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. There's the triple. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Miracle Man, hounded by Harris. And Miracle Man gets it to go.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
There's Cunningham with a 3, and it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Just 5 on the clock. And Brunson gets it to go. And it's a 5-point Knick lead.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from deep, with Brunson being undersized. He has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, B.A., the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Miracle Man. The shot, no good. Good D by Duren. Pistons trail by 5. Now here's Thompson. To the paint. And the dunk by Duren.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
Here's Miracle Man, pounded by Harris. And Miracle Man gets it to go.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Here's Ivy. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks leading by 5. Miracle Man passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
And stolen by Bridges. Here's Brunson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
It was a strong move. The shot.
For the Pistons, Tobias Harris checked in for Stewart. Ivy comes in for Hardaway. And Cunningham subbed in for Schroeder. Here's Towns. He had 9 points in his last time out. Outside Brunson. Here's Miracle Man. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Miracle Man's got 20 points.
It just feels like every year Brunson has sharpened his skills as a passer and playmaker, knowing that at his position, he's got to move it around.
So on the floor for New York, Brunson runs point, Anunoby slots in at the 2. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Miracle Man in at the 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, Miracle Man in the last time out against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He finished with 30 points, and he was very efficient from the field. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And I don't know if everybody's getting in this block party flow, but that's what's happening tonight. They've done a great job of being aggressive on all the shooters.
Here's Miracle Man. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Cleveland. Clock is at 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pistons trail by 14. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. Here's Harris. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11. Here's Miracle Man. And he jams it home with authority.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Cunningham. Harris down low. There's the drive. And Harris throws it down.
Harris with a head of steam put his head down and then put the ball down.
Brunson passes to Miracle Man. Towns outside. This one for 3. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
Harris passes to Cunningham. Thompson with it. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Ivy's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Drills it from deep.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Brunson against Cunningham. And it's New York with a rebound. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 12-4 run. Bridges passes to Miracle Man. Kicks it out Towns. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Miracle Man passes to Bridges. Now here's Anunoby, defended by Thompson. Pass to Miracle Man. Lays it up and banks it in. Miracle Man's got 24 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's New York with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the New York Knicks.
You know, this is like the most exciting basketball going on right now. At this point in the season, it's already got the reputation, man, and the cachet where you don't want to lose this game, especially when you're already in the semifinals. Next game, that's for all the marbles.
I'm not playing for marbles, Kenny, come on. But if I'm out there right now in the second half, it's all about defense. If either team is going to punch their ticket to the finals, they better get hungry, especially on D.
And moving on, time to check out the midseason NBA Power Rankings.
Check it out, New York. They're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we welcome you once again for the second half of play here at the NBA Cup semifinals. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Duren with a screen on Bridges. Ivy's shot is off.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Miracle Man passes to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man, hounded by Harris. Bridges outside. Clock at 4. Over Ivy. And it's New York with another.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Ivy. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Bridges outside. The kick out to Brunson. Here's Miracle Man. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Brunson passes to Miracle Man. And here's Bridges. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. Jump shot is good. Bridges has got 9.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Miracle Man. Back to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man. Pounded by Harris. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
Well, you look at Bridges. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly, no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs. Their first miss after that is showing up again later. Wow! And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Miracle Man. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Miracle Man's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Cunningham passes to Harris. That three's off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Miracle Man passes to Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. Sinks the tray. Brunson's got 13.
I don't know, why is it lefties like Brunson just make it look so much better when you're firing the rock?
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Miracle Man. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Takes a step back. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Harris. Give him 8.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Miracle Man passes to Anunoby. Here's Miracle Man. And the layup is good off the glass. Miracle Man's got 32 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Here's Harris. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Bridges passes to Miracle Man. The kick out to Brunson. Here's Miracle Man. Ivy defends. Miracle Man. And he banks in the layup. Miracle Man's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Harris misses.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Towns outside. Pass to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man. Hounded by Harris. Here's Miracle Man. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Gets the three to fall. Anunoby's got 8.
Every year, Anunoby seems to gain more and more confidence, especially in his jump shot.
Harris on the wing. Back to Cunningham. They can't stop the run with that one.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Miracle Man passes to Towns. Here's Miracle Man. Pass to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Cunningham looking it over. Harris with it. Duren with a screen on Anunoby. And here's Harris outside. Towns with a rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Miracle Man passes to Towns. Here's Miracle Man. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And nice strength from Harris, fending off the contact with ease.
Here's Miracle Man. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ivy. Pass to Duren. Back to Ivy. Thompson, a screen on Towns. Here's Ivy. And misses it off the right side of the rim. New York has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range. And he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York has got 7 of their 16 3-point attempts to go in. Here's Miracle Man. Ivy defends. Brunson passes to Miracle Man. Back to Brunson. Pass to Miracle Man. 11 feet out. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Drops in the 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And again, no good by Detroit.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
And Miracle Man gets it to go. Miracle Man's got 38 points.
Yeah, OG not an elite playmaker, but let's face it, if it's open, you got to move it. That time, getting the assist.
Harris outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got 25 points in the game. New York has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Tries to break his ice. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Cunningham's got 10.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade, just really confident getting into that J.
Brunson with the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Thompson outside. For three. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Anunoby can't get it to go. Well, the Pistons shooting just 37% so far in this one. Here's Cunningham. Duran against Anunoby. Pass to Ivy. Takes the three. Connects from downtown. Give him 8 points now.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Here's Miracle Man. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Miracle Man's got 44.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ivy passes to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Here's Miracle Man. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Miracle Man's got 46.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And so it's the New York Knicks building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Welcome back. One of these teams just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the NBA Cup championship game. So on the floor for the Knicks, Achua is out there with... Calls timeout. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Miracle Man passes to Hart. They set the pick. Here's Miracle Man. Second chance shot, and he lays it in. Miracle Man's got 48.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Lets it go from 11, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Good. He hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break. And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Miracle Man. He's watched by Cunningham, and Miracle Man gets it to go.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Hardaway. Duren up top, back to Hardaway. The 3, clock at 6. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Miracle Man, pounded by Harris. Miracle Man passes to McBride. Here's Miracle Man. Robinson on the wing. Ivy defends. Nails it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. And it's New York with a rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Hard against Hardaway. Harris outside. From outside, off the mark.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Miracle Man passes to McBride. Here's Miracle Man, covered by Duren, and Miracle Man gets it to go.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Ivy. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team, and hope for the best.
Free throw good. Ivy.
Well, the work ethic from Ivy is something that has gone unquestioned in his young career.
Thompson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And that's good as he hits both shots. New York has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Miracle Man passes to Hart. Outside Payne. Pass to Miracle Man. Soft touch off the glass. Miracle Man's got 58.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Ivy outside. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Ivy. Now Harris. Lets the 3 fly. And it's New York with a rebound. Miracle Man's got 4 rebounds now. Left side Payne. Pass to Miracle Man. Outside Hart. Here's Miracle Man. He's watched by Cunningham. Shot from the wing. And that one hits the back iron.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Duren.
No stopping that. Duren at his size, dominating that alley-oop.
And the Knicks shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. And stolen by Cunningham. Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. Down low. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, there are a myriad of reasons why Cade Cunningham went first overall in the draft, but his incredible passing is certainly at the top of the list.
Miracle Man passes to McBride. To the left side wing. Back to Payne. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Miracle Man. Tries a 10-footer. Rebound Detroit. Thompson outside. Out to Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 7 assists in the game.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Miracle Man passes to Payne. Here's Miracle Man. Pounded by Harris. Here's Miracle Man. And another one! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Detroit calls timeout, and you look around the league. Brett, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, B.A., these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick, a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. These teams aren't going anywhere.
For your Pistons Breakers dance move.
Duren finds Ivy. Looking to get back on track. And the layup by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 10 points in just the second half.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Here's Miracle Man. Pounded by Harris. Robinson passes to Hart. Now here's Payne.
2 minutes.
Here's Miracle Man. Outside Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Hits the three-pointer. Hart's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Cunningham passes to Duren. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Miracle Man.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Here's Harris. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
The free throw drops for Harris. New York making a switch here.
Tobias Harris, 2 shots. Substitution on the floor.
And Harris drops them both.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Here's Miracle Man. Pounded by Harris. Pass to Wright. Here's Miracle Man. Now Robinson, covered by Duren. Wright, the pass to Miracle Man. Outside Hart, from deep. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Hart pulls it in. Here's Miracle Man. Ivy defends. And so New York takes this one by a big margin, and they advance to the championship round. Just one win away from hoisting the NBA Cup.
And you know, it should be an intense matchup. There's a lot on the line between the cup, the prize money, and the chance to hang a banner.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, great snack idea. Small leaves.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay,
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look, I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
Night, MP.